Seth Novak. Out of Howes, Nebraska, the bounty hunter, John Deere. Going to have to chase after the case of Rod Schottel. He just set a mark of 364.83. DJ Lures and the Unleashed Dodge pickup coming out from Fontenelle, Iowa. 364.83, the mark to beat for Seth Novak and the bounty hunter.
DJ Lurs, the Unleashed machine out of Fontenelle, Iowa. One of the Dodges in the class. Dodge going to move the leader flag right there. Get the official distance here. .315.64 for DJ Lurs puts him in the number one position. 315.64.
Seth Novak and the bounty hunter went 342.82. Young gun Megan Paddock coming up next out of Mound City, Kansas. The Diggin' Deep Deer. This young lady starts her first year of college, her freshman year, on Monday. Her and her brother Tyler, both young guns, both pulling in this limited pro stock class, both going to K-State in Manhattan, Kansas. They'll leave from here tomorrow, and they'll head straight for Manhattan, Kansas to start school on Monday.
Can you hear me, Ron?
Hey.
Hey. Jason will be here in a little bit. He's kind of running behind.
Okay.
So we're watching some Wisner right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Megan Paddock rolls the slack out of the chain, waiting for the green flag. Chasing after the case of Rod Schottel, 364.
Do we have a guest for tonight?
Ladies, let's help her out.
We have a few guests tonight, actually.
Megan Paddock, Diggin' Deep Deer.
We have Diesel Superstock champion Doug Meissinger, and we have promoters from Lufkin, Texas, Ronnie Kelly and Josh Birch.
Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah.
Oh, Megan Paddock with a beautiful pass.
She won that one.
The super fan, Russ.
What's that?
Well, I got the tater wagon, too, over here out of Alaska, Iowa.
Beautiful Wisner, Nebraska. Somebody posted some comments the other day on Thunder by the Liver.
Tater wagon goes number 3
could
last
actually
night.
be
Over on the limited pro stock side, we have a new leader, and her name is Megan Paddock. She just moved into the lead with the Digging Deep Deer, 369.58.
I don't know if that over.
Dave Walters out of Alaska with a Tater Wagon 2. Needed to beat 3:15 and 64.
That much of it.
Goes 3:15 and 36. Misses the lead by less than 3/10 of a foot.
How late is Jason going to be? I mean, we can go ahead and get started. Is there anyone backstage?
No, not yet.
Okay.
He'll be here in like a couple of minutes, but you can start
okay.
if you want.
Yeah, we'll get started here.
Old Tater Wagon truck laying down a good pass.
Throw a little
I'm going to stay on. Don't worry.
Into the lead.
But
the
Jason's
heck with
been
Jason. We're going to stay on here.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Don't worry.
It's only about 3 inches. Just
bring out a new video file here.
So, do you want me to stop sharing my screen?
2021 points champion Gary Garrett.
Did it pop on there yet?
Been in Nebraska, the high stakes
Yeah.
horse.
Yeah. Oh. Cannot wait to go to that poll. I'm excited.
There we go. Yep, it's a good one. It's a good one. We're going to have both the promoters on here tonight. They'll be in the second half of the show. We'll have Doug Meissinger coming on here in a few minutes. Jason will be excited to have Mr. Meissinger on here.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
For sure. Everyone should be.
There we go. What'd you say?
Everyone should be excited.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're going to Lufkin, you and Doug, right? Is that correct?
No, me and Chandler.
Okay.
Chandler, show your face. And a couple other people are going to be. That's Chandler.
Hi, Chandler. Hey, buddy.
Don't worry, fix the spelling errors.
Oh. I wasn't even going to go there, man. Wasn't even going to go there.
It was the auto corrections, so.
Damned autocorrect. Did you get that all fixed up? Is it ready to go?
Yeah, it is. We can cue it up.
Yeah, let's run that, Kinsey. Let's
So I'm slacking it.
run that show started.
Okay. Share screen. That one. Share audio. And play. We gotta talk for a little bit.
that's perfect.
Very awesome video,
We've got Scrappy on there right at the end of the intro video.
which is a great segue to now.
Thanks, Chandler. Looks great. Doug Meissinger, how you doing? Can you hear us, Doug?
Or goodbye. Okay.
Uh-oh.
He's gone.
That was,
Did I say something wrong? I mean, no.
I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't like the intro. I'm kidding.
no,
Oh, am I at the end?
internet's not very good out in Goodland tonight. But we've got Doug Meissinger, Diesel Superstock champion with the Outlaws, going to be on here, getting back up here. Obviously, his internet was just going away there. We had his video just fine, and then he didn't hear us, and he was gone. So maybe we'll get him back. But welcome to Outlawed Live with Ron Stone, Jason Schultz, and tonight we've got Mackenzie Teeting, right?
Teeting. Good job, Ron.
Okay.
Made some, yeah.
Us announcers, you know, when we, hey, what's happening?
Hi, I made it.
Hi. Let's be awesome, Jason.
Let's be awesome. That's what we got to do. Oh, you
So
can
we
saw
had
my
Doug
thing?
Meissinger on just briefly with no audio, and then he was gone. We're hoping we'll get him back here. Jason, I don't know if you got that memo that Doug was going to be on tonight or not. Did you?
No, I've had the last couple hours of my life have been very hectic, so I have not been doing anything but mortgage stuff. So.
Gotcha. Fun stuff.
Yep.
Fun stuff. No, we have Doug Meissinger on tonight. We were going to have Eric and Joe Claypool. He messaged me today, said they were way too busy tonight. They were running behind. So we went ahead. There's Doug. Doug, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I didn't have no sound on my laptop, so I switched to my iPhone.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was talking to you, and you weren't hearing us either, so you didn't have the sound coming or going. So We've got Jason and Mackenzie on here, and myself, and Diesel Superstock champion, Outlaw champion, Doug Meissinger. Welcome, Doug.
Thank you.
So you are the 2022 points champion. Tell us the secrets to your success here, and I just seen how you got the name Scrappy, so we can talk about that a little bit too.
Secret to the success, it's all just kind of an accident. Every year we go out with the intentions of running the points, but the way the point system works and the way tractors stay together, you never know if you're going to run or finish the year or not. You know, just lucked out.
Now you speaking about keeping the tractor together. I mean, you're in a class as well that's pretty well known for tearing up parts. Your tractor stayed together pretty well this year, didn't it? You didn't have any major issues or breakdowns this year, right?
No, I mean, we got a few little gremlins that we knew we had. We just have to do a little maintenance throughout the year to correct that problem. But the majority of it, we've got resolved. The year before, we had quite a bit of bearing problems, but we've got those resolved to where that's not an issue anymore. But we've got some things we're going to work on over the winter to make it to where it's a little more durable. So the problems we was having this year, we should be able to get past that.
Yeah, Doug, I think there's some Diesel Superstock pullers around the country and some other organizations that might want to know how you're able to keep that thing together and the secrets to your success there.
Yeah.
I won't ask you any questions here that you don't want to divulge anything. I know you kind of went into detail with me one night this summer in Wayne, Nebraska, and it all started getting fuzzy to me about right in the middle there in the first 15 minutes. But you have a secret there of keeping that thing together and able to make the horsepower you're making that a lot of folks in the country don't know what you're doing and how you're doing it.
No, we're kind of just doing our own thing. A lot of the other guys are kind of doing pretty much what all the diesel supers do, and we've kind of go a little bit different direction. Just seems to be working, so we'll just keep going that way.
Yeah, we had a pretty good shot. Did you see the picture that we put in the ad for the show tonight?
Yeah. Yep.
You remember that?
Oh yeah.
That right? What were you thinking right there at the top of that wheelie? Just curious.
No, we'll just see how this is going to play out.
Yeah, it seems like
about it. I mean, if it gets real ugly, you just try to wait for a good point of exit, but the rest of it, ride it out and see how it plays out.
Yeah, you had a pretty wild ride at Spencer, if I remember right.
Yeah,
you pulled some pretty good wheelies there as well. You missed the weight a little bit.
yeah, I kind of missed the weight a little bit, and the track there really wasn't nothing there at the starting line, and we kind of struggle with the tracks that are kind of slick. Tried to drive it out, and then when it squatted down and kind of bid, it kind of threw me back in the seat just a little bit, and there's about a half inch in my throttle that's either kind of like an on or off switch, and we kind of fell out of it, and I pushed back into it, and it just got ugly.
Jason and the Beer Money pulling team started a narrative here about a week ago or so about names of the tractors, and it's always interesting stories. I'm glad that they did this because it's given me as an announcer a lot of material to work from. But tell us a little bit about how you got the name Scrappy.
After the Kansas City indoor farm show, we blew the block up in the old tractor, and I kind of had that in the back of my mind. The next time we break the block in it, we're not going to fix it. So we was on our way home from Kansas City and hadn't even got out of Kansas City yet, and the chassis was sold. So we come home and tore it apart, and chassis went away, and we started on another one. And we was going to be a year or two out before we got it running, and get a phone call from Mark during the winter, and he had this chassis sitting in his way that he was tired of walking around, and I had all my parts and components and everything to go in it, and he said, let's build a tractor. We'll sell it. We'll do something with it. Well, we started having fun with it, and it's a little bit lighter than everybody else in our class, so that's kind of an advantage for us. So we just ended up buying it from Mark and still running it.
So the engine in the tractor, it's an International, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Uh-oh. Jason, can you?
I guess he's thinking we're getting boring or something.
Yeah, that was pretty sad music. I was about to. I was about to get a little teary-eyed there, Jason. Thanks. So you and Mark. So this tractor, the Scrappy, is actually a joint venture between you and Mark Ulmer, then?
Yeah, to start with it was, and then we had so much time and money in it that we just decided we'd keep it. So we ended up buying the chassis from Mark.
And what can we expect from Doug Meissinger and Scrappy in 2023? You touched on a couple of things that you had improved upon as far as durability. How about anything? You have anything else up your sleeve for power?
There's always sleeve. That's one of my problems, I guess, is I mess with too much and change too much, and always lay in bed at night dreaming up what we can do and how we can make it better. And we've got some things that we've been doing and have been showing improvement, and has also helped with the way it's ran, plus staying together. So we're going to
care to divulge any of that here tonight, Deb?
The biggest deal is being able to lower the boost, being able to go for better performance with lower boost, and that in turn, just makes the motor last longer when we're not having to pound 350 pounds of boost in it.
Right. And that means a ton in your class. Yeah, 350 pounds of boost. I mean, it's literally a ticking time bomb, a grenade that's had the pin pulled. It's just waiting on it to go. I mean,
oh yeah,
that's insane that those motors can handle that much boost at any given point. But so we will see Scrappy next year competing in Diesel Superstock then.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. You'll be defending your points championship in 2023. I'm already scheduling pulls for next year. It's going to be another big year. Something on the side of that tractor I think is really cool is how you guys put the name on there. You painted black paint on the frame rail there to to simulate oil spilling over the side, and then it's like someone took their finger and wrote Scrappy in the oil. I always thought that was cool.
Yeah, a little camouflage if you if you look real close at it. When Mark had it, he had a little accident in the shop and dropped a motor on the frame rails and kind of bent the stainless steel and kind of hammered and pounded it back into submission. So they were a little dented up. So we kind of camouflaged it with the decals there.
What's your most memorable hook this past summer that stands out to you?
The 2 nights back at the Polars Championship was just a really good time. And then, of course, Wisner is always, if you can make a good run in Wisner with that kind of a crowd, that's always a good memory.
Yeah, Kurt's saying there will be a second tractor in the light superstock class. I'm not sure if he's referring to diesel.
Yeah,
Super.
we've got another chassis that we've been working on. I don't know if it's going to be a full-blown light super or a light limited super yet. We kind of haven't made our mind up, but we have a chassis that we're planning on doing something with for the light super class.
Coming out of your shop in Goodland?
Yeah.
So you're going to be pulling 2 tractors around next summer?
I don't know if it'll be next summer, but we're
okay
to put another one together.
Okay. Very cool. And Mark, of course, is working on a special project too.
Yeah.
We've been talking about for a couple of years. Sound like he might be getting a little bit closer. You have any insight to that, to know how close he is to getting that completed?
I have laid eyes on it. I'm hoping to this weekend. We're going to run up there to his 65th birthday party and hoping maybe to lay some eyes on some things. But I know he's been spending a lot of time on it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys together, putting your heads together, I mean, obviously looking at Scrappy and what you've done with it and how you've done it, I mean, there's a lot of knowledge between the two of you. You guys have any other projects in the works in the future?
Oh, possibly. There's always phone calls, ideas, and running, bouncing ideas off each other and different things. And it's kind of a funny deal because it seems like it doesn't matter which way it goes. If I get a phone call from Mark Almer and give it 30 minutes, and then I'll usually get a phone call from Esden, or the other way, I'll get a phone call from Esden, and 30 minutes later I get a phone call from Mark. It's like, I don't know if these two talk to each other and say, hey, let's bug you today or what, but it just seems like it works that way.
Well, you're pretty good friends with Esden then?
Yeah.
What's it going to take for us to get the King of Smoke to pull one season with us, follow the points?
Well, first off, we got to get him a tractor that's going to run. 2, I don't know. We're just going to have to twist on him a little bit.
You do realize hey, Ron, you do realize that he's the son-in-law of Dave Schreier. You do know that, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, that's his daughter. His wife is Dave Schreier's daughter. I mean, I'm with you too, but it'd be a bitch to go to Christmas is all I'm saying, Ron.
I'm not going to say that it couldn't happen, but it would really just depend on the schedule. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, we'd love to see it. I mean, I'd like to see Goodwin out there locking horns with you all summer.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to see him much at all this summer. So
no.
Hopefully we'll get him back next year.
Yeah, good to see Matt, and I think we'll probably see more of hopefully Roger and a few more of the guys out of Minnesota. Some of them come down to Wisner this year, and I think they had a good time. We enjoyed having them there.
Yeah, for some reason his name has slipped my mind. Gentleman has a diesel super and a light mod. Help me out. Lives in Missouri, north central Missouri.
David Anderson.
Yes, David Anderson, Anderson Farms. Will we see him? You know him very well.
I haven't talked to David in a while. I know he's bought a different chassis, a component, and trying to get everything moved over. Because he was at the point where David was starting to make some really good power, and it just didn't have enough front end weight with his cast chassis. So
Yeah, he purchased the old Red Royal, did he not?
yes, he did. Yeah.
And actually, he'd already purchased it when it won at Cowtown.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that went down, but he did say that he ended up with that, and which would be a nice to move over to.
So hopefully we get to see him mixing it up there in the diesel superstock class next year. I mean, there's these tractors are around. Of course, this year has been very unique as far as the ability to procure high performance parts. That. Is that getting any better? I mean, have you heard anything in your experience? Is that getting any better, being able to get parts?
A little bit, but some of the stuff is difficult. Just like us, last year we were waiting on parts to go back to the Pullers Championship, and we'd been waiting on liners and pistons, and here we was a week before the Pullers Championship, and so we dug out a bunch of our old junk and just threw it in it and went. And then we were just a matter of weeks before the Outlaw season started. In fact, I had the motor part and still didn't have new sleeves to make it to Manila. So we kind of parts finally showed up to be able to just make it to Rock Valley. So it's still a little bit of a struggle in that regard, is just getting the materials that's needed to make like some of the liners and some of the things like that.
Yeah, Kurt has sent us a message here. Said David Anderson's going to sell the light mod and concentrate on diesel super next year. So hope that light mod sticks around in the area and pulls in the Outlaw light mod class. But yeah, that'd be great to see him back out there pulling diesel supers next year. So have you started selling the scrappy hats yet, Doug?
Oh yeah, the wife has sold quite a few.
Really? How do people buy those? Do you have a website? Tell folks how they can get that hat, the scrappy hats.
Just shoot her a message on the Scrappy Pulling page.
Okay, go to the Scrappy Pulling page.
Yeah,
we don't have a picture of the hat, Jason.
We don't have the hats with the hair on them yet. My sisters are working on that for us, actually, but she has some scrappy.
Yeah, we felt that Jeanette could handle all the marketing of the gray hair Doug Meissinger for us, Ron. So.
Very nice, very nice. So, your favorite place to pull, Doug? I mean, you mentioned Wisner, you mentioned the track there at Nashville, Illinois, but where's your on the season the points circuit? Where's your favorite place to go every year?
It's a toss-up between Rock Valley and Wisner. Those are two of the funnest polls that we went to. But I'll have to admit, it was the first year out there at Windsor, Colorado. That was kind of a unique poll, and I think going forward that has potential, and it was actually kind of fun for us because it was close to home. But just setting, we've never been in a place where you have a setting like that, and granted it can be improved on, and every new poll has places for improvement, and
sure,
those guys have the desire to do it.
Yeah, going in there with the experience of some of the pullers that have pulled in Colorado, the general consensus was that the tracks out there are usually less than adequate. And the track actually was pretty darn good out there. I mean, what did you think about the track there?
No, I think the track was great and the dirt was awesome. I don't think you could have probably asked for a better biting track. And I think the majority of the people that came from the East were, and I even know some of the Colorado people are a little bit surprised.
Yeah.
A lot of the Colorado people had never been on a track like that.
Yeah, you can always tell when pullers are surprised by how well a track bites by their anticipation of it being a loose track. They put a big gear in there and they come out and they can't get the motor up where it needs to be, and it's obvious that they underestimated the track. So
Yeah.
yeah, there was quite a few that underestimated that track, and it surprised me as well that it. But they put a ton of water in that track starting on Thursday before.
Yeah.
Kevin and Ryan Boyson, Kevin Bauer and Ryan Boyson were just dumping water on that track all day and night to get it in the shape that it was in. And yeah, it ended up being a great track. So yeah, folks, have any questions for Doug Meissinger, driver of Scrappy Diesel Superstock Points champion with the Outlaws? Send them along. Russell Dostal, how many cans of ether do you use at a 2-day pull, Doug?
We usually go through about a case.
A case of ether. How much water do you go through in one pass on your water injection system?
About 3.5 gallons.
Now, how much fuel?
By the time we start it, warming up and make a pass, about the same.
About the same, just as much water as fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. So go ahead.
That's some of the things that the way we're doing things and how we're doing it. With the lower boost, we don't have to drink quite as much water as a lot of the other guys that are running extreme high boost numbers. So they're having to drown them with water just to keep them cool. So we take a different approach to things.
Yeah, I've actually heard that most of them will use more water than fuel in a single pass.
Yeah.
What other interesting things about your tractor can you divulge here, Doug, without telling too many secrets?
Not a lot. It's just it is what it is. Just a toy that we like to play with.
A lot of people love that tractor simply because it's not green and it's not red. You see a lot of green, you see a lot of red, and it's cool to see something different. I mean, do you have any kind of dedication to Minneapolis Moline? Is there history with mini mow tractors in your family, or any story?
Oh yeah, my brother and I, we grew up on Moline tractors. That's what Dad farmed with, and Dad tractor pulled back in the early 60s, clear up into the, I'd say, mid 70s. He had a G1000 Vista that he tractor pulled with, so that's kind of why we did this one that way, just kind of bring back what he used to run way back then. But yeah, it was just kind of an old family heritage thing.
Okay. And the tractor that you're building right now, give us a little insight into that. What kind of tractor it is?
It's a Moline also.
Moline.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll probably be a Cummins powered Moline.
Now, are you planning on driving this or somebody else?
We'll see. I'll probably make the first few runs with it, but if it's not too out of hand, we might see if we can't get the wife on it.
Okay. That's where I was going with it, obviously, but that'd be cool to see her in the seat.
Yeah.
What got you started in pulling? Did your dad pull?
Yeah, my dad pulled, and then he quit, like I said, in the mid 70s. And then my brother built a Economod or light mod, and kind of got us back into it. And then I bought a 466 off of Jim Kaufman, which is one of the guys out in Colorado with I think he had a 3.0 or whatever diesel pickup.
Yep.
So I bought the 1066 off of him. It was just a 466 limited pro before the 466 limited pro class ever really come about. And
okay. Your brother still have that Economod?
Nope, he sold that to a gentleman down in Arizona. So that's what they had down in Wilcox here just last week or two. That tractor's down there.
Okay. Yeah, I got to see that tractor at least once or twice.
When
I was with Flint Hills Truck Pullers, and got him to come down to a little pull down there just west of Emporia. But so yeah, pulling. You have any more brothers and sisters?
I've got 2 older sisters and Stan, my older brother. So,
are the sisters into pulling at all, or?
Not really. They like to go and watch.
Yeah,
they went with Windsor. They were out there with us.
Stan have any ambitions to get back into pulling, or is
Yeah,
taking a break.
kind of a sore subject. He's had one that he's been working on ever since he sold his, but he's keeps changing directions and can't make his mind up exactly what he wants to build yet. So
where's he at today with it? What's it going to be?
Probably a 540 Light Pro.
Okay, we could use some more of those.
Yep,
We could use some more of those.
kind of what we're looking at doing with it.
Yeah, help him out. Help him out, Doug. Get that thing done so we can see it out on the track.
Yeah, we're trying to gather some pieces.
We've actually we're sweetening the pot for the 540 Light Pro class. We've raised the purse and raised the points fund for that class. So we want to see that class grow. So as of last week, the purse for that class went up $1,000, and the points fund went up. It was $3,500 additional to the points fund for that 540 Light Pro class. So yeah, we really want to see that class grow as we add more pulls to our schedule. It puts a lot of stress on some classes, I think, where we could relieve some stress by offering that 540 Light Pro class. It's a good class too. I mean, the wheel speed, the engine RPM, it's cool to watch.
Yep, it's favorite classes to watch. It looks like it'd be a fun class to run.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Let's see, what kind of tire speed does Scrappy have on an average pass?
I have no idea.
No idea.
It's fast.
It's fast.
We could probably calculate it out, but we haven't taken time to do it.
Jerry Setter, we answered that question already. Scrappy Jr., the sheet metal, it will be Minneapolis Moline.
Yeah.
Marty Samuelson, how much does each pass down the track cost on fuel?
3.5 gallons times the VP fuel. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
Our feet per gallon isn't very good.
It's more like gallons per mile instead of miles per gallon.
Yeah, it's feet per gallon with that thing.
Kinsey, can you hear us here? Kinsey? Are you there, Kinsey? Can you hear us?
Talking, I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Do we have any more guests waiting in the wings there, or?
No, it's just us 3, 4. Right
Once
now.
some people saw Doug Meissinger on, they all left to chat. So,
Jason, what have you guys been doing there? Well, Doug and I are here conducting business here. I mean, what are you guys doing? I mean,
so I'm showing Kenzie how to kind of run StreamYard in the background and how to put Doug's picture in the background, show the videos. Chandler started full time yesterday, so he's sitting over here and over there, and we're just working through stuff. So you have everything under control. So
we have it under control.
Yep.
There's Kurt. Let's see what he's saying. If I remember right, we clocked Doug at over 38 miles an hour down the track, which means its tire speed was well over 100 miles per hour.
So Doug would be speeding in a school zone, is what we're trying to say, Ron Stone.
Yeah, with a bus-colored tractor. Yeah, exactly.
Mayor.
So, Doug, what's the future hold? I mean, you're building another tractor. I mean, is Scrappy going to stay, diesel super? You see any other plans to sell the tractor, build something else? I mean, tell us what
we'll
we
stay
can expect looking forward.
We'll stay diesel super. There's just no other class that really has any appeal to me. As far as that, we may update the chassis at some point once we figure out a way that we can lighten it up some more.
Lighten it some more. Okay.
Yeah. We're still at a point where we can always use more front end weight on some of the tracks.
Right.
Not every place, but some of the places this summer we was too heavy on the front, but it still worked.
Okay. All right. Well, Doug, anybody you want to thank? You have any sponsors you want to thank, or any?
Well, we do this on. We don't run around with any sponsors. We pretty much do this on our own. But I'd like to thank Jim and the guys at Weimer's and Rodney and Levi Davidson at DPE and everybody with Outlaws and my wife for putting up with me and packing up and down the road with me all the mile, helping me out every weekend. So,
all right. Well, Doug, thanks for taking your time out to come on tonight. Folks, Diesel Superstock champion of the Outlaws, Doug Meissinger, driver of Scrappy. Doug, thanks for coming on.
you bet. No problem.
Take care.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Josh, are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Did you fall?
Crash and burn.
No, didn't fall. I just realized I was a little early.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
How y'all doing tonight?
Good, buddy. We see Ronnie. Are you have
I'm
lights?
trying to get some light.
We haven't paid the electric bill out at the track yet.
I'm running a generator. Can you hear it? That's about as good as I can
You're
get.
out the track?
Yeah,
I'm out at the track. Yes, sir.
Good deal. You're on it early. I mean, we've got a week and a half yet till the big event down there. But Ronnie Kelly and Josh Birch, promoters of our event next weekend, Dragging and Pulling in the Pines 2022 down in Lufkin, Texas. Guys, are you pumped?
Oh man, super excited.
Stoked. It's fun being out here. Sunday was a beautiful day out here, just seeing what we've already done and getting ready for the big show. So it was a great day out here Sunday.
Good deal. Good deal. Now, have you heard any rumblings? Is it going to be a record crowd this year? I mean, what's your feeling on that?
Go ahead, Josh.
Oh yeah, I feel like it's going to be a record crowd for sure. We're talked to the guys at NAS today. They're looking at a little over 200 trucks. I think we generally have around 150 to 175 there a year. The semi racing has been a huge turnout for that. Right now, I think we have 36 registered A, B, and C class racers, and about 35 pro stock diesel pickup trucks that are registered as well. So on top of what Outlaw brings to the show as well, we're talking about 80 to 100 high performance vehicles there this weekend, plus 200 show trucks. And we have over 100 cars every year at the car show put on by Hater Made Clothing and Naomi and Matt, and they do a great job with that. So, last year we had 13,000 people there, and it would not surprise me if we had that 15 to 20 range this year.
And that would be awesome. That would be awesome. And folks, if you're tuning in right now and you haven't been to this show, put it on your list. Make it a bucket list event. I promise you, if you go to it once, you're going to want to go back again. Everybody I know that's been there, I can't wait till the next one. I mean, there's so much to see. There's so much going on. The patriotic theme. I mean, talk about that a little bit. Josh or Ronnie, whichever one wants to take it and talk about what you're doing this for. It's 100% of the proceeds go to a veterans charity. Tell us what that's about.
Take it, Ronnie.
Well, it goes to Wycombe Warrior and also Mission 22. When we started this 8 years ago, we just started with Wycombe Warrior, which is a post 9/11 charity. So they help find jobs for people, anything after 9/11, and put them in the workforce. And then also the second year, I believe it was, Josh recommended Mission 22, and we got them on board. And they've been a big sponsor with us for a while. And we try to really just on the charity wise, just go for the veteran side because, Josh is a veteran, of course, for the Marines. And I've never been, I'm not a veteran, but my heart is deep and hard for everybody out there that supports us. So.
Yeah, it's I know that that in itself, will draw spectators. That'll draw competitors to your event. Just being, the reason you guys are doing it and where all the proceeds go. I think that's awesome, and that's I'm a patriot myself, and love veteran themed events and charities that help our veterans out. I know one of my buddies is a diesel pickup puller, and he kind of stepped out of it for a few years, and he's trying to get his truck back together to get it down here. And he actually gives all of his winnings away to the Semper Fi Fund. For several years, every check that he's got in his winnings, he just signs it over to them. And his truck is red, white, and blue, and has their logo on it. And I think he's going to be down there, which I think the fans will love that truck. But we're all looking forward to it. And I know Will and I are pushing it as hard as we can, and Jason is pushing it hard on Beer Money and all the other pulling sites out there on social media. Did you guys see the promo that I put on the website there today?
I did. Yeah, I did. The 4 coolers. That's pretty
awesome.
Yeah,
the coolers from Frosted Frog. Frosted Frog company stepped up and have donated 4 45 quart coolers. And those will be given away to the overall winners, best of both nights at the Truck and Tractor Pull. The best of both nights in each class will get one of those coolers, on top of their winnings. So thanks to Frosted Frog Coolers and Tumblers for stepping up and doing that. But yeah, we're pushing it hard, guys. I mean, we want to make it a record year. I couldn't believe it. The first year I went to this event was COVID year. Now, Texas is a different country, kind of, sort of. I can remember going down to Texas and going into a convenience store, and there was a sign on the door that said that you couldn't enter unless you had a mask. And I was like, well, dang it. And I went back to the truck, got a mask, and walked in there, and I was the only guy in there with a mask. So in saying that, in COVID year, you guys had, I think somebody said there was 9,000 through the gate at noon on Saturday. So, I mean, I was hooked right there. And I think all the folks that came down with the Outlaws were too. And that's something all the competitors in all the classes that have pulled there, they want to come pull there. It doesn't matter, if they win or not, they want to come pull at this event.
Yeah. Were you surprised a little bit whenever you showed up?
I was surprised. I was surprised that, I mean, I was standing with you guys when the Highway Patrol called that year because of the backup on the interstate out there.
Yeah. Remember that. Yeah.
I mean, they actually had your phone number. How, I don't know. And I won't even ask how the Highway Patrol had your phone number. But yeah, that was interesting. But
we're a tight-knit family down here.
Part of the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pull Association. We're actually outlaws.
Yeah. So tell me if I've missed anything when it comes to all the events that are going on there. We've got a semi-truck show. We have semi-drags. We have the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pull. We have the Stoney LaRue concert on Friday night. We have my band that I'm in on Saturday night playing the Party in the Pits. What am I missing here? Is there anything else I'm missing?
And you have all the kids events. We're a family-friendly show. We have a bounce house section. We have a foam party for the kids.
Wait, Josh, bounce houses aren't just made for kids. Just saying. All right.
It is here. We don't. Yeah. So we have the kids zone, which is sponsored by Equipment Express this year. And we have the foam party as well, which was a sponsored event.
Foam party, no?
Yeah, it's actually
what's the foam party?
It's basically a big foam machine, and it's going to throw out foam bubbles for all the kids to just jump in and make the parents really happy that they're going to pick up studs and duds.
I think I've seen that on the internet before. That'd be cool. Kids will love that.
Kids will love it. We have the bicycle race, which our tricycle race, which we provide the tricycles. So they'll get to go out on the drag strip and have a little the kids races. So
awesome.
Those as well. And then we have the kids truck show. Ronnie's done that every year since we've had the show, where kids get to come in and they bring a model truck that they've built. Okay. Every kid's a winner, but it's an opportunity for them to contribute to the show.
Okay. Awesome. So yeah, something for the whole family. The gates open at what time each day?
We're opened up at 9:00 each day.
9 a.m. each day?
Yes, sir. The racing starts at 10 both days.
So racing starts at 10 a.m. That'd be time trials, I assume.
Yeah. So Friday is test and tune.
Okay.
So you can They can hot lap it, run laps, loaded semi, pickup trucks, no random order. I mean, it'll just be in a random order. So you'll have some A classes versus C's and pickup trucks versus semis. There's just no really method to that madness.
Okay.
Give the guys an opportunity to get out there and test their equipment. That'll go until 6 o'clock. That's when the pulling will start. You know, we have 2-wheel drive, diesel 3.0. You have modifieds. You have the Pro 4x4s will be there. 2 of the 4 will be points championships. So that'll run from 6 to, I'm assuming y'all have around 40 hooks at 9:30 or so. And
yeah.
Are we getting close? What are we looking at?
Yeah. Then you're going to run semis on Saturday night, correct?
Semis on Saturday. Yes,
Okay.
sir. So, and then we turn around and have the Stony LaRue concert. Really excited to have him this year. Last year we had Wade Bowen. Wade did a great show, and we know Stoney's going to step up and really just, you know, keep that crowd alive for Friday night. It's a great way to kick off the whole show. And then Saturday morning, we kick it off at 10 o'clock. We have this truck show that'll be going on the same exact time. That's put on by the National Association of Show Trucks. Jeremy and Rabbit River and his crew have done an amazing job of bringing NAS back, and they're going to help get all that organized. We have Naomi with Mad Gear with the car show that's going on during the day. So there's just something all day long. So if you're coming down here for the pools, don't show up at 6 o'clock. You know, come in here early and get you a taste of some of those semis racing, loaded, and bobtail, the car show, the truck show. There's just really something to do all day long, so that you know, you're not just sitting at a truck waiting all day long. So it's just a lot of entertainment opportunity out here for your family for the whole weekend, and everything that we raise through the show goes directly to these 2 great charities.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you know, I see a lot of the pullers after the pull walking through the truck show, and even if you're not a fan of the trucks, I mean, if you go walk through that show, you will be afterward. Just some of the workmanship, some of the attention to detail is just incredible on these trucks. And then on the drag strip, how fast some of these trucks are is it's insane. I mean, is this a quarter mile or an 1/8 mile strip? I can't remember.
So this is a quarter mile strip.
Quarter mile.
But we run 1/8 mile for the majority of the races. Okay. And then you have a section where you can run at the end of the deal a free for all quarter mile. So what you looking at there? Oh, you got a fish tank. That's the kind of detail you'll see at the truck show.
That's cool. That's awesome. And you guys started this show. What year was it? Was your first year?
14.
Yeah, it would be 14. No. We started in 2014 as just a customer appreciation for my business, Kelly's Truck Parts, and a grand opening for Josh's, East Texas Truck Center. And we had about 50 trucks that first year, and that's all we had. So, and we maxed out his business location. So we had to find a different location, and Bailey Bart with Pine Valley Raceway, they were generous enough to let us come out here, and we've been here ever since. And we just try to add something every year to help increase the attendance and get everybody involved, show them how appreciative truck drivers are of their rides and stuff like that. So it's been great. We've definitely been blessed and surprised as well.
Yeah, it's an awesome show, and we definitely look forward to coming back down there. Another thing too, all the vendors, you have tons of vendors there as well, T-shirts and things to buy there. So there's something, if you want to take home a souvenir, there's tons of stuff there. And the Beer Money pulling team trailer will be there this year as well.
Yeah, thanks guys, man. So we also have food trucks. You know, we'll have 10 or 12 food trucks there this year. So, you know, there's just a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah, we're gonna blow up the net, guys, and try to get as many people down there as we possibly can. I mean, this show deserves national attention, and we're going to do our best to get the focus on this show on this weekend every year. You have any sponsors that you'd like to mention?
Hey, Ron.
Yes.
Hey, I know everybody watching, we need you to tell your friends, your family, your coworkers, anybody about this, because Josh said it best. It's more than just a truck show. It's more than a truck and tractor pull. It's more than a drag race. It's everything. It's everything cool there is, and that's cool.
Speaking of
and
cool,
I really want people to understand that. And
can we turn the volume up on that truck doing a burnout right there? I mean,
yes. So let's stop screen.
Oh yeah, that's Justin Nevis. He's coming in.
Here again.
That's a 12-second quarter-mile truck. He actually on the B class and on away. So,
so this truck weighs how much then? You're just guessing.
If something cool pops up, we'll play.
And this truck runs a 12-second quarter mile.
Yep. So he runs in that 12. And we'll be running loaded as well. So instead of just bobtail, those guys got to hook up, and they weigh 100,000 pounds going down the track, and you'll see some front ends come off the ground on that day.
Awesome. Yeah, those are awesome to watch. Guys, do you have any sponsors you want to thank here before we get out of here tonight?
Man, we have a ton of sponsors that have really come forward this year. We every year, the list grows, but definitely would like to start off with Rush Truck Centers, Roadworks, Hater Made, Texas Wake and Scrape, One Way Diesel, the Massey Foundation, Isaac Recker, Lufkin Ford, Jerseyville Truck Repair, PDI, Circle K, Tri-State, and Performance Diesel. These are all guys and Pitch Trailers. All came through for our platinum sponsors this year. Really, if it wasn't for them, and we have a list of probably I could name about another 60 or 70 businesses that have really just stepped up and blessed us with the opportunity to put on this show. And it's really a testament to our community to come together, because everyone knows to put on a show, it's not very cheap. It's not a cheap deal.
Right.
And the show has come together, and we've been able to go into the show year pretty much close to funded every year. So whatever is donated at the gate or raised at the gate is whatever we're able to give to the veterans. And we're only able to do that because our sponsors have really just come to the table and helped us put together such a great event. And I know Ronnie feels the same way I do. We wouldn't be able to do what we're doing without them.
And you mentioned the gate. What are the prices at the gate to get in?
It's $10 a person.
$10 a person.
Yep, $10 to get in, and 12 and under is free.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday night, and we don't have a website or anywhere to buy pre-tickets. Show up at the gate, and you can purchase your tickets at any gate.
Okay, easy enough. Well, guys, I'd like to get you back on next week. That'll be our last show before the event. And I know after the show the next morning, we're going to head out on Wednesday and head south there to come see y'all. But thanks for coming on tonight.
Plan on Monday night as well, guys, going back to back. We're going to go Beer Money Monday and then Outlaws Tuesday, okay? So
sounds good.
Let's spread the word. Ronnie, Josh, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Ron.
Keep at it, man. We'll keep plugging away and try to get more people down there and make it a record year for you guys.
Man, we appreciate y'all. Thanks, Chase. Thanks, Ron.
Thanks,
y'all. Have a good evening.
So, Ron, I love working the show with you because you talk, and Mackenzie got a lot of training tonight. This is good. Well, no, it's really cool, Ron, like when you're doing it. And like last night, we had Brent Payne on Let's Grow Pulling. So a lot of, Paul was engaged and they're asking a bunch of questions, and I can go look for pictures like with Doug, show videos and different things like that. And I think the fans like to, they like to hear the person that's driving that tractor. It's kind of neat to show all that. So
Right. Hey, Chandler, I put the new intro up tonight. I don't know if you saw that. It had.
I didn't. I walked in about 7:05. Did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
It worked. Okay.
Yeah.
Did we?
There were no typos. There were no typos.
Yeah. Well, I suggested Roan Stone forever, but he said no.
Roan Stone. Yes. That's the French me. Yeah.
I want to watch it.
Yeah, it's Outlawed Live intro
It's
number
live.
2.
Oh, it's in the. We have to go share it again.
Yeah.
Did you have to share screen?
Yeah,
it's too large.
right there.
I want to watch this. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, that would help.
Sure. Ooh, thanks, there, Kenzie. I like that. a lot of sarcasm tonight, Ronald. Yeah. I like it. Hey, slow right on.
That was the perfect intro for our first guest there tonight.
It was.
That worked out.
That's really good. Wow.
That worked.
We're getting better at this stuff. I shouldn't say we, they are.
Say, whoa.
I was smart enough to hire you guys. How about
Sure.
that? Yeah,
I'll give you that.
I'll give you that.
So yeah, next week I'd like to get those guys back on, and hopefully we'll get. I'm talking to a couple more points champions, trying to work on schedules to get more points champions on here. We did have the Claypools lined up, and something came up, and they were too busy, so we'll get them on. And talking to the Grimes family, going to try to get them on next week or the week after.
Okay.
540 Light Pro Champions has some news in that class. Jason, I talked about it a little bit earlier. We have upped the purse in the 540 Light Pro class. We've added $1,000 to the purse for 2023, and actually added a significant amount to the points fund for that class for 2023. So
Trying
the
to
Outlaws,
lure them. Trying to
the
lure
Outlaws
them in.
are getting behind this 540 Light Pro class, and we want to make it a premier class with the association. So 540 Light Pros, come on. We want you.
That's one way to get them. Money talks, Ronald.
Yep.
So
It does. So yeah, good show tonight. Kenzie, you did great. Jason, you did,
you know,
They're coming in.
I do what I can with what I got. I called her at 6:15. I said, "Hey, are you still at the office?" She's like, "Yeah, why?" I'm like, "Cause I'm running late." So that's how it goes. So
that's something we should ask folks too. Is you put that question up to me is whether we should start the show, continue to do it at 7, or possibly push it to 8 Central, which would be 9 Eastern. So, folks, you can hit us with your feedback on that. If you don't want to move it, we won't move it. But if it's
it would help me out for work wise. But I get it if we've been doing this consistently for a year and a half at 7 o'clock, and I don't want to. We get really good numbers on the show, and I don't want to screw with that just because I have to stick to a schedule and be on time. On Tuesdays I go down to my office. That's about an hour, 45-minute drive. And it's always a pretty good run home. And I always jam every minute into every day. I don't ever give myself a chance.
I can't imagine that from you. I can't imagine that.
I think you can speak for yourself. On that as well.
So, all right, guys.
I told
What's that?
Kenzie, Ron won't be on at 6:59. He'll be on at 7 o'clock. So I said, don't worry, he'll be there though. So.
Well, I had just polished that video up that I played like a couple minutes before. I'll tell you a funny story. I'm in Ohio. I'm at my dad's house in Ohio, and I couldn't find a place to plug the computer in because I knew the battery wouldn't last the whole show. So he has this power strip, and it's completely full. And I thought, well, he's got like 3 printers here. This looks like a printer plug in. So I pulled it out, and a couple minutes before the show, I was like, why is there no internet? I pulled the one plug-in that was for the modem for the Wi-Fi. So, yeah, I would have been actually a couple minutes early if it wasn't for that, waiting for that to reset. So, just my luck. But no, good show. Love having Doug Meissinger on here. I figured you'd love that, Jason, getting Doug.
Yeah,
on
he's
here.
my hero. He's my king of smoke. So it's all good.
See, I tried to pick his brain. He actually divulged a little more information than I thought he would about the tractor tonight. I mean, no real intricate secrets or anything, but.
So it's cuter, not cutter. Oh, Douglas. It's all good. No, I look forward to this every Tuesday night. I really love our lives that we're doing. It's good for the sport, and we're having a lot of fun with it. And, adding in, I think people like the video that we play in the background and stuff like that, Ron. Outlaw Pulling.tv obviously has all kinds of video, and then Chandler and Kenzie are putting together some pretty cool intro videos now and stuff like that. So it's fun.
Yep. So, folks, if you haven't made your plans, go to Lufkin.
Hey, I'm working. Now he's not. So. No, Lufkin's going to be awesome. I'm bummed I'm not going, but I'm also excited to go to California. I mean, I have a great team. We can split up. Kenzie and Chandler and who's all going? Brittany
and Dakota.
And Dakota. Chandler's girlfriend's coming down too. Fiance. Sorry, they're fiancés. And you guys are going to take off Wednesday?
Yep.
I want them down there Thursday night so they can be, get down in there, get kind of set up Thursday night, look things over, and then be ready to roll Friday. So.
Yeah, we'll probably get there around the same time. I mean, we're going to leave Wednesday. We'll probably get there Thursday afternoon or so.
Yeah. I think it's 16 hours for these guys.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Something like that, 16 or 17.
Seems like it would be longer for you guys. It seems like forever for us. Leaving Kansas City.
It's kind of it's more the east side of Texas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Closer to Louisiana.
Yeah, it's like straight north of Houston, south of Longview. Yeah, it's east. Yeah, East Texas.
It's almost like a straight drive down.
Is it 16 hours?
Yeah.
For you? What's it for you, Ron?
I don't remember. I mean, it may be.
Where's Will live at?
Will lives on the east side of Kansas City.
It's 1,062 miles from Richland Center down there.
So. Yeah, that's a pretty good haul.
So 17 hours. But yeah, you guys can knock it out. You should be able to get down there Thursday afternoon.
Yeah. We're going to drive 10 hours.
On
Wednesday.
And they get 7 hours in on Thursday then?
Yeah.
So you can be there by a decent time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I'm telling you flat out, this event, the promotion it's getting on TikTok, that Heather that helps them, she's posting every day. I've been doing some duets with some of them because that's good for stuff. And then, all the whole truck show world, this is going to be, the cross promotion for this, Ron, is huge for the Outlaws.
Right.
Because the truck show is bigger than the poll. I mean, it just is. I think. I don't know. Just from what I'm seeing for social media.
He said they're expecting 200 trucks. So, yeah it's a big deal.
but if we do a good job, which we are, we're going to expose truck and tractor pulling to a lot of truck show people. And, and you remember how monster trucks kind of got their start from truck and tractor pulling? Maybe.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Maybe this is something that truck and tractor pulling can gather. Because it's hard to work with monster trucks now because they want to own tractor themselves and they got to have their stuff out there. We can't have metal cars in the middle of a pulling track. But as a promoter, because one of them said it tonight, either Ronnie or Josh, to have something to do all day and all night, that's hard to do. Like for a truck and tractor pull, that's hard for us, Ron. That's like with some of my old events I used to do in Richland Center. I'd pull garden tractors during the day, anything just to kind of keep, I'd let people like Ron Stone play their guitar during the day or whatever, like you do at Wisner. But in all seriousness, from an entertainment value, this place, that place is going to be off the chain. So,
yeah, hopefully you'll get to come down there someday. I mean, it is. I mean, there were 13,000 people there last year, and every indication says there's going to be more this year. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, we're pumped to be there. We're going to bring all of our video stuff. Kenzie and Chandler will be all over it. We're bringing people to run the trailer so they can go shoot video. I mean, talk about a wonderland, the drag racing, the truck show, the pulling. Hope we get a battery.
concerts,
I hope so.
Charge your batteries,
Oh,
Kenzie.
yeah.
Charge
kids
your
events.
batteries.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, next week we'll have another points champ on here.
Okay.
We'll talk to those guys again. They'll probably be out at the track. Maybe get a sneak peek of what's going on out there next week.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Ron, if the guests commit to you earlier, let me know who they are, and I'll list them.
Okay.
You know, I'll throw them in the title. So
yeah, there's a lot going on right now with harvest and all,
Yep.
and and it's I don't want to name anybody if I think they possibly can't be on. I kind of sort of had the Claypools lined up, and then he messaged me today and said there's no way they were going to be able to make it. So luckily Doug was ready to go, and we had him on. Yeah, we'll have somebody on next week as well.
cool. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you,
Yeah,
Mackenzie.
yeah.
We're getting
Yes,
trained here,
sir.
and you're way cutter than me.
I am.
He's way better than anybody.
That's not really that big of a compliment. I'm an ugly dude, but I think you're cute, so it's all
Oh,
good.
thanks.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Ron, thank you, sir. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Good night.